A tiny country of only 320,000 people is becoming the first nation in history to use the internet to create a new constitution. The project of involving the population of Iceland in the constitution-making process started in April 2010, when a 25-member council was instituted to draft the new constitution. To discuss how the creation of Iceland's new constitution through the power of social media and open debates to crowdsourcing is progressing, we are joined on the line by Birgitta Jonsdottir, a member of Icelandic Parliament for the movement. Now, could you please tell us how easy or how difficult this democratic project has proven to be?
Well, it has certainly had its ups and downs. The first step was actually to call together a National Assembly by picking randomly 1,000 people from the National Registry. Most of them accepted, and they went through a day and a half through a World Cafe format discussing what are the fundamental charters that need to be in our new constitution. Then a committee gathered that, plus information from the work of previous parliaments, and handed it over to the newly. Then later on, the nation got to vote for individuals who wanted to be in the constitutional parliament. That went all beyond what people were expecting, because 512 people made themselves available to be voted for. But it was much more than people expected, so it was quite complicated to vote. So not enough people, in my opinion, turned out to vote for these individuals. After they had the 25 that are now in the sort of the Parliamentary Constitutional Council who were voted in, an unprecedented event happened. Individual took it to court, the procedure, and the court decided to make the voting for this individual illegal, despite the fact that there was no doubt about that these 25 individuals were legally voted in, and nothing in the procedure would have changed that. So the Icelandic Parliament had to figure out a way how to tackle this unprecedented court order. And in the end, we decided to hire these 25 individuals as a committee to go through the process. What they have done then since is quite fascinating, because they have been going through all these information, these 25 individuals from the Assembly and the previous parliaments, and by their own debates about what needs to be in the Constitution. And while they are drafting it and putting it together, they put it online. In that process, everyone can actually comment on it or bring forward amendments or suggestions through simple mechanisms like Facebook, and nearly all Icelanders are on Facebook. It's been actually a very good way to create a debate about the changes and the charters in the new constitution. But the big fight is left, because they are going to be delivering all the results by the end of this month. And then it is a question if they will suggest, if the nation gets to vote on the changes first before the parliament puts their fingers in it. And I personally think it is extremely important that the nation gets to vote on it first, so that we as parliamentarians have the clearest directions on how to proceed with these changes. Because I fear if it goes directly to the parliament, that because many parliamentarians don't want the nation to do what they're doing. So I fear that it might not be as much in consensus with the will of the nation if the parliament gets it first.
What are the main issues that concern the citizens of Iceland that they would like to see included in the new constitution?
Well, I think the most important is probably that our resources remain in the ownership and guardianship of the nation, because we are, like the people in Greece, in an IMF program, and it is extremely dangerous time that we lose the things that should be public into, private